100% flash friendly. Is this flash friendly? Let's see. Who is Flashback? I don't know her. It's hidden. Is it hidden?
Why you gotta be so indecisive? Why you gotta be, yeah. I just wanna stop all the fighting. And you don't know what you want. And you don't know what you're fighting for. And baby, you're the one, the only one that
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are creating this beautiful look. So basically we are creating the perfect base routine. In this video I am just talking all things concealer, eyebrows, highlight, bronzer, blush. All in this video is the perfect video if you're a beginner, if you just want to like learn how to get that perfect base routine, or if you just want to try some new products. This is the video for you. Just keep on watching and let me know what you think down below. So we're starting off with our brows today because that's what I do first when I'm doing my makeup. First I'm just gonna like brush up my brows with a spoolie, just to make sure they're laid in the direction that I want them to stay in. Next I go with my favorite brow gel. Like honestly, I'm a brow gel girl. Like I can't do my makeup without brow gel. I can't do my brows without brow gel. What's a thing that's always going to be in my routine? Brow gel. My favorite right now, I can't lie. Which I actually think tops all the other brow gels I've tried, because I feel like sometimes when I use brow gel I like them for a while, and after a while they don't really work on my brows. But I've been using this like for a couple of months now and it's still working. So I love it, and I just love how it lays my brow, and this definitely is the strongest brow gel that I have that actually lays my brows. It doesn't leave any like white cast or doesn't flake, and it actually stays in the same position throughout the whole day. So I'm using the Anastasia Brow Freeze Gel. It looks like this. Like you do get a lot that comes out, but I love the applicator of this. I tend to go in with the shorter side first, just to like really coat my brows. So I first just like lay the brow gel on. I brush it into my hairs like so, and you can already see the difference. And then I use the flat side and then actually press it down and really make sure it's secured into that brow. Then I'll give it like a minute to dry while I'm doing the other brow. So that's what it looks like when I've brushed it in. And then I get my finger and then I just kind of like really press the product in and make sure like it's flat and it's really like kind of stuck to my skin. What I love about this, it just gets every single brow hair. Like look at the difference between my brows already. Like they look a lot more put together and done. And then I just go in with the side and just the longer hairs, I just kind of like lay them back into place. Because I like my eyebrows hair brushed up, but I still like it to be kind of like defined. Then I'm going in with my Revolution brow pencil in the shade dark brown. So then I just go in with like light strokes because I don't really like a dark brown, and obviously I've already laid my eyebrows, so I just try to mimic the strokes that I already have and just fill it in certain areas that are a lot more sparse. that's pretty much all I do. I really love this pencil because it's really like buttery and like creamy, so you really don't like need to be heavy-handed with it, and it just effortlessly creates a brow. Like, it's not chalky, it's not hard. And that's pretty much my brow done. I like it quite light initially, and then if I feel like I need to like darken it after I concealer, I'll go back in. But I like to start off light because it's very easy to get dark and very quickly. So I go in with a flat rounded brush and I really squeeze the tip so it's like super flat. It's like really flat. This brush is actually the Anastasia 18 brush, number 18. Then I use my Born This Way concealer in the shade Chestnut to conceal. This is what I start to conceal, then I do go in and like make it a little bit brighter. I start on the ends first. You just want to start with small I like to like bring it down just to kind of see what I'm working with, and then I bring it to the front. Go quite light-handed with concealer. I like to build it up rather than having like too much on at the beginning. So I kind of like to bring it a little bit close to the front and the concealer, just so I can know that they're kind of starting around the same like area. For the top of my brow, I would just use my foundation. So then I just kind of follow the natural line of the top brow. And then I just go in with my Real Technique Deluxe Crease brush, and then I just use it to blend out the edges. So I like to start with the top because also use a darker colour. And then I just lightly blend this away. Let's go with a lighter concealer just to like further brighten my brows, just to give it a bit more definition. But I like to keep this kind of just in my arch areas. Just like that. So I just kind of put it in this from here to here, just so it's a lot more brighter and you can really see the definition of where it's like arched. Then I will just go in and now blend out the bottom part of my brow. Now that we're done with the brows, that's that. Okay, for my primers, I kind of switch them up sometimes depending on what products I'm using. But if I'm using a certain type of product, I like to add a lot more moisture to my skin beforehand. So like when I'm not using the Anastasia Brow primer, I will mattify my face with a mattifying primer. But when I'm using that mattifying primer, I always make sure my face is a lot more hydrated before I use that, because that thing can really dry your face out. Anyway, so first I'm going to go in with this Primark Vitamin Enrich. So it's like the Bobbi Brown dupe, which I really love. This, I just kind of scoop it up. I use quite a bit. So I just okay, so I really like to work this into my skin, and I really like to take it underneath my eyes, just to like really make sure my eyes are they have moisture, because when your under eyes are dry, the product then starts to get patchy. So I really like to make sure my under eyes are hydrated. I didn't put any in that, why did I? That is what my face looks like after. It has such a nice, even has like a nice glow to it, but it just feels moisturized. That's how you feel when you use it. So next I'm going to go in with my Fenty primer. This is the Pro Filter Instant Retouch primer. So just use Okay, so now this is what my base looks like. It looks really moisturized and really like super soft and ready for makeup. I go in with this the Nessa Myricks Yummy Skin. Looks like this. I really love this. Since I've had it, I haven't put it down. It's so amazing. But I feel like I've learned how to use it in a way that works for me. But I use this in like a particular way, so I don't use it all over my face because it is very drying. Because I realized by the time I'm done with my makeup, it does really like dry out my face, and my face looks really matte. Sometimes it looks too matte, so now what I tend to do is I just focus it really on the areas that I don't want to be shiny, areas that I want to be matte, just so at least that area produce less oil. It's really blurry. I love this thing. So where I focus it is on my cheeks, like here, and on my nose. So I like to just focus on the areas that tend to get oily, and my forehead, maybe a little bit my chin, and that's pretty much it. That's just where I put it. I don't put it anywhere else anymore. I used to put it all over my face. Now you wouldn't think that it mattifies your face when you look at it now, but baby, when you're done with your makeup, you will see how much it's just taking away your oils. So then I'm going in with my favorite foundation. I'm going in with my Anastasia Brow foundation. Right, favorite foundation. Like I'm even out of it, so I have to like take the bottle. Okay, so and then I just get like a brush, a flat brush, then I just apply my foundation on. And then I just go in with the same brush, and then I just blend it out. So I use tapping motions, just to make sure it's really blended into my skin. That's that. Now I have the perfect coverage of foundation. I use two concealers. So I use the Anastasia concealers. So I use two shades. So I use the shade number 20 because this is just to kind of like cover any like dark areas, just to hide the darkness, because something lighter is not gonna cover something darker, so you have to go with something just a type of dark or the same color. My concealer placement for the first concealer that I use. So I start on my chin first, so I give time for my under eyes to set and to kind of like dry down a little bit and have a bit more coverage. So I blended out my first concealer, and then before I go in with my second concealer, I like to go in with my blush. And I really love using this brush for my blush. It's the Raw Techniques 242 brush, and people love this brush for concealer, but I really prefer it for blush. Then I kind of just work this onto my face. I use a bit too much today, but I like to my blush quite high. I just love the colour of this blush. I feel like it's like the perfect colour. It's not too much. It's a very nice tone of pink. It's like a, I don't want to call it peachy, but. And then I'm gonna go in with my lighter concealer. I like to start on the outer corners first. So I like to work both my blend out my concealers at the same time, mainly because so they can both dry down at the same stage. Because I feel like when you blend out one and leave the other one is always a lot drier, which makes it harder to blend out, and then it's just not even in terms of like coverage wise. So I like to blend them out at the same time, and that way I can kind of just share the product between the two, so there's not like too much on one side. So I like to bring it up into my eyelid and then work it up to the sides. Then I just go back in with my foundation brush. Then I'm going to go in with my setting powder. I'm going to use my little Mercier. So I just take a little bit, then dust it off at the back up. I can't talk, give me a second. Tap in my setting powder. I don't really bake. I just tap it in, and I do it in layers. That way, like, I'm building up to the right amount of powder that I desire, and that way I kind of have like even layers rather than just putting too much at once. So I kind of just work it up, and then I just blend it out at the same time. So now I'm just going to set everywhere that I put concealer. And then I like to set my brows too, just so like they don't move, and just so like the shine disappears. I don't really like shiny brows, so I like to set my brows too. Then I do like my small line. I really love this powder. This powder is just too damn good. I just feel like it's the perfect, it just has so much coverage, and I just love that. So I set everywhere on my face. I like to set over my blush. Like, look how my blush still seeps through, even though I'm literally covering it with powder that's like darker than it. So I love that. Set my forehead, set my nose. So for my bronzer, I obviously use Fenty Beauty in the shade Mokamami, and then I use like an angled brush, so it fits like perfectly. This is the number 961 brush. So then I just kind of like swirl it around, and then just tap my bronzer into my skin. What I mean that I really need to hydrate my face before, because as soon as I put powder, that's when the Nessamaric starts to work. Because now look how it's like super matte, so I really make sure my base is really moisturized so it can actually handle this type of much powder. I go in with my blush, and I'm using the Makeup Revolution Blusher Reloaded Blush in the shade Baked Peach. And I'm going to use my Trigwell T06 brush to apply my blush. Why am I talking like that? I like my blush quite high, so I just kind of tend to keep it up here. Higher, so it like helps to like snatch my face rather than putting it here, because if I put it on my apples then it's just making my cheeks more prominent, and I want my cheekbones to be more prominent, you know. So I'm gonna brighten my under eye just a tad. I like to use MAC powders, so I have NC45, which I sometimes, if I don't want it too bright, I just go in with that. But if I want to like take it up a notch, I will mix NC40 in it, which is obviously a lot more brighter. To place it here, so I really like to put it close into my nose. That way it helps to like reverse contour a little bit. And then I just kind of use the NC45 to just highlight forward a little bit, so the lightness just ties in together. Just a bit of my chin as well. Then I'll go back in with my face powder and just kind of sort of like blend it. And then the same with my blush, just in case I lost any of my blush in that process of adding some more powder. And then so what I like to do is I like to kind of reverse contour a little bit my cheekbones. So I just go in with my face powder on my beauty blender and just kind of dab it in. I start like at the corner of my lips, so here, then I just kind of like drag it back, just so it's a lot more defined and sharp. Can you see that? Like, that's a big difference. I just feel like it cleans up the look. And then sometimes I'll just go in the middle as well, like so. And then I just blend out with my face powder brush. Looks like it even disappeared. So I don't use a bright powder to do it, so it's not like too strong or harsh. I don't actually really like highlighter anywhere other than my nose, because I just feel like it helps to really bring out my nose contour, and anywhere other than my nose I don't. Is that crooked? I don't do like an explanation mark. I want it just a tad brighter, and I'm just keeping it in the middle. I'm not taking it out anywhere else. Again, I apply my face powder to my eyelids, just to kind of bring the look back together. I prefer using this colour than my bronzer, because I just love the tone of this colour. I like the warmthness of it, and I like that it's just not too dark, so that way it's just nice for like everyday vibes. This one I want to feel a bit extra. This is extra to me, but I kind of like to bring it in to my nose. I really want to make sure this area is bright, that way it helps to like really define your nose and make it look like you've got a nice bridge. So that's basically my face all done. One setting spray that I never change out is this Revolution Matte Fix setting spray, because I just love matte makeup, especially when I don't use the Danessa Mavericks. But because sometimes when I use the Danessa Mavericks I feel like I need something that's gonna just add a bit more moisture to my face. Go in with like this Benefit Professional like what it does. So I just go in there. I might do like one spritz of this Anastasia one, just a little bit. And then lastly, I go in with this Revolution one. This was a lot more heavier, so you have to be. Mascara, I tend to just use this Benefit, the Real Magnet Mascara. I don't really like, I'm not too fast with what mascara I use because I'm going to put lashes on, but I do actually really like this one and the YSL mascara. The YSL mascara, that is good for the days where I'm like, okay, I don't want to wear lashes, I'll use the YSL one and it looks like I have something. I'm going to link all the products I'm using down below, by the way, so it's quite easy for you guys to like see them. I promise you I have some eyelashes, I promise. There's something there, I'm not like, so right now what I'm doing, I just coat the mascara to be black, just so there's not any makeup on it, just so it blends well with my lashes. I'm not really trying to elongate them, make them longer, I'm just trying to make them black. Now for our lips, I'm going to go in with this 17, I don't know if it's 17 Cosmetics or 17, just 17, their lip liner. I don't know what shade this is, like it doesn't have a shade, it's just brown. Is it giving palatable? So I just traced it quickly with the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Lava Cake. Then I'm gonna go in with Revolution Pro Hydro Gloss in the shade Tainted. Just tap. When you do your lips, you really want to just tap. You don't want to mix it too much. I'm trying not to make the lip combo too complicated. I'm gonna go in with this Kiko gloss in number 7. I really underestimated how nice Kiko glosses are. I feel like they're just a really nice finisher. They have such a nice sheen to them, like a nice glossy look to them. So I've been like using it at the end just to kind of put the gloss together. Don't shoot me, but is it really a lip combo if you're not using Revolution Candy? Is it really? This is our star girl. Anyways, I just gotta add this a little bit to the center. I just needed it to be a bit brighter because I really don't like it when people have like such a long lip combo because it's like, oh my god, like who's carrying all that out? But if you wanna achieve that look, is what it is. You gotta do what you gotta do. It's hidden. Is it hidden? Okay guys, this is the finished look. This is my everyday makeup base routine. This is the base routine I do every time I'm going out. Every time there's something important to me. This is the routine that will never fail me. I stick to what I know. Is this flash friendly? Let's see. 100% flash friendly. Who is Flashback? I don't know her. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share and subscribe guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video.